Great music. I like that intro. Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday once again, which means it's time for a new episode of the new Comic Book Day Rundown. I am Dustin, Public Relations Coordinator for Dark Horse Comics.
Hi, I'm Kara. I'm the Social Media Coordinator here.
And we are very excited to break down everything that is new on sale for you today in the week leading up to Christmas. Before we get started, we do have some digital sales that we would like to tell you guys about. The first of which is an incredible Neon Genesis Evangelion Mega Bundle. That's a digital Mega Bundle that's going to give you all 22 Evangelion graphic novels that we have ever published for only $69.99. So that is a screaming deal, and that is very exciting because this is a good time to get caught up, because not only do we have a new Neon Genesis Evangelion coming out today, we have also got another omnibus of Neon Genesis Evangelion, The Legend of the Pico Pico Middle School Students, coming out next week. That was a mouthful, so I'm going to let you talk about the next sale.
The next one is quite a bit easier. We have a shiny deal on all of our Serenity titles.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's shiny. So you can get all of our Serenity comics, all of them, including the one-shots and like the Tribute to Wash. I know. All for just $9.99. All on Dark Horse Digital. That's digital.darkhorse.com.
Check it out. We'll drop some links below. And as per usual, if you see anything that we discussed today that you would like to win for yourself, shoot us an email to contests@darkhorse.com. We will do our best to hook you up with something that we know you are going to love. Take it away, Kara, with our first item.
Ooh, so you might have noticed this handsome fellow right here. If you're a fan of The Witcher video games and you know him well, this is Geralt, and this is the Grandmaster Ursine figure. So he's in his Grandmaster Ursine armor. That gives you an extra bonus against melee attacks if you are a game player. So this new figure is only $39.99 retail price, which is pretty cool. It's super detailed, and here it is in its packaging too, so you can see that. And that item is one that you can win today if you send us an email, contest@darkhorse.com. Just this guy, though. Our festive friends here, you know,
those are just our holiday buddies.
They're our holiday elves.
Purely decorative.
Yeah.
It's an evil elf.
Yeah.
Look at this menacing pose. And this is exciting, too, because this is going to kick off a new line of Witcher figures that we're going to be having coming in early 2018. So keep your eyes locked on our socials for news about that. Up next, I get to talk about Neon Genesis Evangelion again because we like tongue twisters today.
It's because you can actually say it.
So this is Neon Genesis Evangelion, the Shinji Ikari Raising Project Omnibus Volume 5 Trade Paperback. Say that 5 times fast. The famous final episode of the Neon Genesis Evangelion anime imagined the show's main characters in an alternate world where friendship and romance would be as important as their task to pilot the Evangelion. This forms the basis for the Shinji Ikari Raising Project storyline. So this is a very fun kind of alternate reality of all of your favorite characters living as high school students.
And also in manga, we have Drifters Volume 5 today. This is from the creator of the Hellsing series, and it inspired the hit anime Drifters that's on now. This is about warriors stolen from Earth's history, known as Drifters, who battle for control of a wondrous mystic realm. At the eye of the storm is the rancorous Black King, who desires more than land and resources, and is uniting the world's non-human races for a single horrific purpose: the absolute genocide of humanity. So again, this is from Kota Hirano, and he's the guy who did Hellsing, if you are a fan of that. So check this out today.
And if you want to watch the anime, new episodes on Saturdays.
Hey.
Black Hammer! This is the series that everybody should be reading. If you're not by now, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Pick it up, get caught up. Volume 1 is already out. Here's Volume 2 for this week. So this is Black Hammer Volume 2, The Event. This is by Jeff Lemire and Dean Orbston. It's an Eisner Award-winning series. It's a brilliant homage to Silver and Golden Age comic heroes. Lemire plays with many of the tropes and genres of superhero fiction. And it's a super engaging, interesting universe. It's familiar and fresh all at once. Volume 2 collects issues 7 through 13. When a visitor from the outside world arrives on the farm looking for the Black Hammer and bringing news of Spiral City to its Golden Age heroes, everything changes. So cannot recommend this enough. It's great for yourself. It's great for a holiday gift. Check it out.
Yeah, it really is a great series. And yes, they should look familiar to you. That's on purpose.
That's the idea.
So I'm really excited to bring you guys this next one. If you haven't already heard somehow, we have this really fun one-shot, Hellboy Krampusnacht. Krampusnacht. This is from Mike Mignola, of course, and Adam Hughes. Surprisingly, this is the first time they have worked together. So the art is by Adam Hughes. We have 3 covers. One is a sketch variant by Hughes, and of course we have a beautiful one by Mike Mignola. And if you haven't been following on social, there are a ton of really hilarious interviews with Adam Hughes about this, and about what it was like to work with Mike Mignola, and about how he had to learn how to draw Hellboy, and it was very stressful for him, but I think he nailed it. I have read this, and it is so fun. I really hope you guys enjoy it. It's just kind of a classic Hellboy the paranormal investigator. He goes and has dinner with Krampus, and you can imagine how that turns out. So get one of these, or all 3 of these, in comic shops today, and hopefully you enjoy as much as I did.
And have a Merry Krampusnacht.
A Merry Krampusnacht.
Our next item for today is Sherlock, Frankenstein, and the Legion of Evil from the world of Black Hammer. This is a spin-off that follows the villains of the Black Hammer universe back in Spiral City, which is the home of the heroes of Black Hammer. So this miniseries follows Lucy Weber. She is the daughter of the titular Black Hammer from the other series, as she looks for clues among his former enemies. So this is issue number 3, and after the discovering that Sherlock Frankenstein, the titular villain.
You like that word today.
I do like the word titular. After discovering that Sherlock Frankenstein held a secret supervillain meeting right before Black Hammer disappeared, the trail of clues leads Lucy to one of her father's greatest archenemies, the Metal Minotaur. So this series has interior artwork by David Rubin, and this also has a variant cover by Duncan Fegredo, who works on Hellboy.
Yeah, I love both those covers. And next up, we have a new one. This is the beginning of a new mini-series. Empowered teams up with Sister Spooky. So this is written by Adam Warren, who is, of course, Empowered. But he teams up with Eisner winner Carla Speed McNeil, who does the art for this mini-series. And the colors are by Jen Manley Lee. So in this one, Empowered's frenemy, Sister Spooky, who was once a schoolgirl who sold her soul for hotness, but she was granted even more magic than beauty. Now they find themselves trapped in a high school hellscape by Spooky's infernal service provider, with her blonde ex-classmates plotting ritual murder to claim her magic for themselves. Oh my god! So, if you know Empowered, you know it's a lot of fun, it's a great satire, and I think this team of that artist with Adam Warren is really fun. So
it is really fun,
out.
yes. And if you've been following Empowered for the last 10 years, you're probably used to seeing it come out in graphic novel format.
Yeah.
Recently, they've been playing with serialized, so this will be really fun to follow as a mini-series.
Yeah, first time in this format.
Yes. And today we have also got the finale of Angel Season 11. An angel and a goddess. Can they save the world? Angel Fred and Illyria are now back in the present. They find that they have changed history for the worse. Who could have predicted that? There's a crack in time, and something monstrous, growing beyond control, has become the fount of an insect plague, a harbinger of the end of days. As Dublin is overrun, the trio must figure out how to destroy it before it destroys everything. So cover artist for the regular issue is Scott Fisher, and we've got a variant cover here by Stephanie Hans. Love them both.
Season finale. And next up, we have another Mignola title. This is the new Joe Golem, Occult Detective, and this is Flesh and Blood #1. This is the first issue in a new arc. If you like Joe Golem, then you're going to get everything you love in this issue. Lots of fun, occult, noir, detective business. This is a strange tale of supernatural adventure, written by Mignola and Christopher Golden, with art by Patrick Reynolds, and of course colors by Dave Stewart. And this particular cover is by Dave Palumbo.
Oh, I love that cover.
It's a nice painted cover.
Yeah, it's kind of different for Joe Golem too, that color palette. But I love it. And our final item for today is going to be Tomb Raider Survivors Crusade number 2. Lara Croft's adventures continue in this new miniseries from a talented creative team of Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly, who've teamed up to write this adventure based on the video games. Art on this is by Ashley A. Woods with a cover by Hannah Fisher. In this issue, Jonah has one question for Lara Croft. Where the hell have you been? She ran off to Thailand alone, leaving her most loyal ally in the dark, and he's worried about her. As she focuses on tracking down Trinity and discovering the truth about her father's death, Lara has been isolating herself. It's totally atypical of Lara Croft. She'd never do something like that. If everyone she loves gets hurt, is it even worth having friends? Gotta read to find out. And that is it.
That was
a
big
lot.
day. There's a lot going on here.
Very, very big day. So if you saw anything that we discussed, like we said, email us at contests@darkhorse.com. Let us know which one item you would like to win for yourself. We will do our best to hook you up with your favorite. Thank you for watching.
Yep.
Tune in again next week. If you are celebrating Christmas this weekend, very Merry Christmas to you and Happy Holidays. See you next week.
Bye, guys.